Hello friends, this is Dr. Bhupesh, and as I have been requested to speak in English, so right now I'm going to discuss about the chats which I have mentioned in my previous video in Hindi. So let's start with this. So these are the chats retrieved by the ED office and have been handed over to the CBI because there were some discussion about the drugs, and that's why NCB and the NDPS Act is now applicable on all the accused and all the participant of these chats. So right now we are going to discuss about, say, let's say these are two people who have been identified and who are in conversation, and if you will see the date here, the date here says 5th February 2020 and around 9:37 p.m. okay, and the last activity in this chat or in this group was 28 July 2020. Okay, so let's go ahead. This number which says 71 in the last is the number of Mr. Simon Miranda, which is known or which has been named here in the group as Miranda Sushi. And then the owner of this group or whatever is Ria, the group admin, and then the last number is 47, so we'll identify them like this. So here Miranda says, "Hi Ria, the stuff is almost over." Now you can understand this is talking about stuff. What stuff? He's definitely talking about some serious stuff here. The stuff is almost over. The word almost says many things here. Almost is about to over, means there is an urgency, there is a need which is required here right now. Okay, so what Miranda says again, should we take it from Shauvik's friend, but he has just hash and bird. Okay, now listen here, what is the meaning of this chat is, now Ria is being involved here. Okay, Miranda has been involved, Shauvik is also being involved. Now Shauvik's friend, whether he or she, whosoever, we don't know yet, but we'll get to know in further chats. So hash is for hashish and bud is the another name for marijuana or weeds, or even you can say the local cigarettes which are made up of weeds and ganja and all those things. So let's go ahead. This was the screenshot what ED has retrieved, but let's go from one of the television screenshot that I have taken. Now here Ria is sending message to Gaurav Arya. Now Gaurav Arya has been mentioned earlier in many of the news channels and has been also mentioned that he was a peddler, and he was supplying certain kind of drugs in many of the B community. So let's say what Ria says, in case we speak about hard drugs, hard drugs here means the more stronger ones, not the one which can be easily found. So in case we speak about hard drugs, I haven't done many. Now the word, if you'll see the words, I haven't done many means I haven't dealt with them, or it is not about the use of drugs. She has not used, she's not talking about using on herself, she's talking about dealing here. Now she has not dealt with many of these drugs, and one of which is MDMA. Only once she has done the dealing, or she has encountered, she has confronted the MDMA. MDMA is also known as ecstasy or Molly, and MDMA is chemically methylene dioxy methane amphetamine. I think I am right. So this is a synthetic drug which is made in labs, and some of the derivatives of these drugs, the synthetic drug is also being used for some therapeutic purposes. But right now here they are talking about the drug in the crude form itself. So I haven't done many, which says she has been dealing with other things, other drugs, but MDMA is also being dealt once. So this is the first decoding of this message. Now Jaya Saha, which is the another participant in this chat, what she says to Ria, then have asked him to coordinate. Now who is him? Him can be the Gaurav Arya, or him can be the Samuel Miranda or somebody else, but most probably Gaurav Arya. So I have asked him to coordinate with Shruti. Now Shruti is also being involved. So how many people are there till now? So you can say Shovik is there, Ria is there, then you have Samuel Miranda, then you have Shruti here, you have Jaya Saha here, you have Gaurav Arya here. So you have almost around 5 people already being involved. Yeah, Shovik's friend, 6 people. Okay, then so this is another decoding. How many people? 6 people have been involved, and they are, see, they are, there is a racket now. 6 people uh, is a racket here, which is being coordinated for a long time now, because this chat is from March 2017. So Ria has been doing such things from a long time, and there might be probably more chats which has to be looked for before 2017 as well. So, and then comes to 2019, which is November 25th, 2019. Now all these messages are at the same time. If you will see the timing, 11:31 means one after the other the messages have been sent, means the group is very active about the drugs dealing and all those things. Now again, Jai is sending message to Ria on at the same time. No problem, bro. I hope it helps. Okay, so this will work out. Okay, means they have coordinated for some hard drug, and this is going to be worked out. So Ria is asking again to Gaurav. You have MD. MD is the short form of MDMA. Okay, so this is now the messages from Gaurav Arya has yet to be retrieved, and this will open up many of the clues, many of the doors which were, till now locked. So the ED and CBI and NCB has to look for all those messages from Gaurav Arya's mobile as well. Now, if Gaurav Arya changes his mobile, then it will be another evidence which will prove that the mobile has been changed recently and there was no previous history say before certain time. So this is going to be another evidence here. Now Ria Chakravarti says to Jaya Saha, thank you so much. It means here the work has been done. Okay, this is number third coding here, decoding here. The work has been done means the thing has been arranged. So you can, by only few messages, say forensically if you will look, so what we get here, I'll tell you in a moment. So now Jaya Saha is directing Ria Chakravarti to use 4 drops in coffee, tea or water and let him sip it. Now if this message, let's say Ria was saying that Sushant was using drugs for himself and so on, so Sushant must have asked directly to Ria. There has to be a chat record with Ria or with somebody else where Sushant is asking about these drugs, but Sushant has not been involved in any of these chats. So they are taking these drugs for dealing purposes as well as to give it to Sushant. Now here, use 4 drops in coffee, tea or water. Now what I mean here, what seems to be here is actually a long-term addiction producing effect. Okay, if you will see, use 4 drops in coffee, tea or water, not only once, it is going to be a continuous process and it will give a kick to him just in 30-40 minutes. Let me tell you, dear friends, if you talk about MD or if you talk about any other thing, now MD is having the peak bioavailability in the system, in the body system, in around 45 minutes. Okay, in 45 minutes the person will feel very euphoric and the feeling of well-being, energetic, and may have certain hallucinations also, but in 4 drops. Now why this has been used, what I think here, now Ria was gaining the confidence because Ria want to show how Sushant is happy in her company. So to create that happiness, she was using these drugs, because the person will feel happy, how he is happy when Ria is around or her family is around. So the drug has been used to make him happy, and Sushant was not knowing that what is actually making him happy, not actually Ria's presence there, but actually these 4 drops or how many times, we don't know still. So the things which have been decoded from these chat is, first of all, what the racket, okay, the involvement of the racket, the involvement of the dealing of the drugs, so that's why NCB has came into consideration. Now then the people, how many people are being involved, now they all will be caught, so this is another. And what was the motive of getting these things, which have been clear from this for him, okay, and then how many drops, or what was the dose, okay, and what was the route of administration. So these 6 or 7 things we have decoded from the single chat. Now let's move ahead. Now this is a chat which have been forwarded by Sushant's sister this morning, okay. It has been going say viral. Now here Riya Chakravarti asks, do we required, see the urgency of the message. If you want to say something which is not very urgent, you will say, I want some doobie by tonight, I want some doobie, or something like that. Now do we require, it means it shows an urgency, so the decoding is urgency here. Now at the same time she receives a reply. Now this is a group NIFW, I don't know the full meaning of this, film work or fun works or whatever it is, okay. So the participants are Ayush, who is actually Sushant's so-called friend, and then Anandi, Riya Chakravarti, and Shovik, Miranda, and so many people would have been there in this chat. And of course we don't know about Gaurav Arya, if he is there or not. Now see here, do we require getting, then Ayush said rolling, means say preparing, it has to be rolled and everything. Now Siddharth Patani, who was likely to be maintaining distance from Riya in his all of the statements to the news channel and other people, he said that he used to maintain a distance with Riya. Now see here the message chat of 30th July 2019, and how much distance he was maintaining, you can check it here. And also remember one of the video in which I have said, in Riya's message decoding, let's bake some say cookies, choco filled cookies, if you remember. So now you can understand what was the meaning, and you can check the date of that video also of the cookies. And now what is going on here, now Miranda is also being involved, so 6 people were there. Then now these 4-5 people again, extra people are there, so it was a big racket, okay. And then some unknown person, or who may be the admin manager of this group, we don't know, Waterstone booking is cancelled for the day as required. So somebody, means Riya, was required to cancel the Waterstone booking which they have made earlier. So booking was already made and then the booking was cancelled. Please dear viewers, decode it like this: booking was already made and then booking was cancelled. It is a message as to in line. And then Riya Chakravarti says, I have left with and will be back in a few minutes or second, whatever she want to say here. Please send someone up. Now the other decoding is, somebody is already down to whom she is talking in the group and asking to send someone upstairs to lock the lift door. Now this is highly suspicious, dear friends. To lock the lift door, why? To torture Sushant. I don't know why this was happening. It is so bad to see all these things. To lock the lift door, why? To and send tank for Shush. Okay, the tang is the same thing, which is the flavored orange drink, so they can use those drops or whatever in this tang thing, and keep a boy up for him. And please be prepared. See, she is directing all the people. She is the commanding officer here. She is the commander here. So in the group, what she is directing, how they are playing with Sushant. Okay, and keep a boy up for him. Keep a boy ready for him. Okay, then somebody is saying yes. And Riya is asking again at 4:46 p.m. do we have doob? Okay, checking, rolling, getting, all these are the answers. Then Mirinda has forwarded a message which is about a drug which is being, now it is ready here. Now they are sending, it's in the crude form, and they are sending the pictures out, and somebody says, wow, this looks so nice, awesome, and all these things. Friends, there are many other things which I will say discuss tomorrow, and thank you very much. I hope that you have decoded so many things about the racket, about the drugs, about the method of administration, for whom it was used and why it was used, from where it has been brought, and who all were involved. So thank you very much. I'll come back again.